Hello, everyone. Today's mystery.
I'm always coming but never arrive.
I have a head but never weep.
I have a bed but never sleep.
What am I?
Yeah, what am I?
Let's unlock this mystery. I'm always coming but never arrive.
Right.
This suggests something in constant motion,
Mm-hmm.
always approaching but never reaching a final destination.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
What do you think?
Well, the clue, I have a head but never weep,
Right.
makes me think of something that has a beginning or a prominent feature.
Like a head.
Yeah.
Huh.
But it lacks the capacity for emotion.
Okay, so not a person.
No, definitely not a person.
Okay.
And then there's,
Then there's more.
I have a bed but never sleep.
Right.
This implies something that rests on a surface
Right.
or within boundaries, yet never truly enters a state of rest.
So it's always moving,
Exactly.
but it has a place.
Yeah, it has a defined area.
Okay.
If we put all these clues together,
All right, let's put it all together.
it points towards something natural.
Okay, a natural phenomenon.
Yeah, that is constantly flowing, has a starting point, and follows a defined path.
Flowing, starting point, defined path.
You got it.
The answer is a river.
There you go.
A river is always flowing.
Towards its destination.
It's coming, but never arrives.
Never truly reaches an end.
Ready for the next one?
Bring it on.
Okay, here we go. For the next puzzle.
Oh, I love a good challenge.
Ready for the riddle.
Absolutely. Hit me with it.
Okay. I am a master of disguise, yet always the same.
Ink on my sleeve, but no stains to claim.
Without me art silent, yet I hold the key.
To create and express for you and me.
A master of disguise, but always the same. Where do we even begin with that?
Yeah, that first line, it really makes you think. It makes me think of something that can transform, but at its core, it always stays the same.
You know, like an actor.
Oh, that's a good one. Changing roles, but always the same person underneath.
Right. And then it says ink on my sleeve. Makes me think of a painter, covered in paint splatters.
Yeah, I see that. But then it says no stain to claim. So maybe it's not really messy.
Maybe the ink is contained somehow. Or maybe it's not even real ink, just looks like it.
Ooh, an illusion of ink. I like that. Okay, so we've got something that can transform. It's linked to ink, but it's not messy. Then we get to, without me, art silent. Now this feels important.
It does, doesn't it? Like this thing, it's not making the sound itself. But without it, there's no sound at all.
Right. Think about it. Music needs notes. Poetry needs words on a page. Even a speech. Someone had to write that down first.
Wow, yeah. And then the last part, to create and express for you and me.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about bringing ideas to life.
Taking something from your imagination and making it real, that's powerful stuff.
So what can transform, leaves a mark like ink but isn't messy, and allows art to exist?
The answer is artist's pencil.
Ready for the next one?
Bring it on.
Okay, here we go. For the next puzzle.
In every room,
It's always there,
a presence felt.
but not quite shared.
It's shaped like the curve,
Of a gentle shore,
yet holds no water.
and asks for more.
What am I? So, let's unlock this mystery.
Yeah, let's break it down.
The first clue tells us it's in every room. That narrows down the possibilities.
For sure.
It must be something common
Right.
and essential to a room's design.
Okay, so it's in every room.
Yeah.
And essential. It's
Exactly.
always there.
Always.
Not just something you bring in.
Yeah, more than just furniture you can move around.
It's got to be permanent.
A permanent fixture. And then there's this idea of a presence,
Okay.
felt but not quite shared.
That's interesting.
That sounds intangible,
Yeah.
not a physical object you can hold or touch.
So not a chair,
No.
not a lamp.
Right.
What about the air?
Air?
You definitely feel the air in a room.
Interesting thought.
Yeah,
Air is always there,
it is.
but it's also shared by everyone in the room.
Good point.
This clue makes me think of something more like
Like what?
light or sound, something you experience
Yeah.
but don't necessarily interact with directly.
Okay, so maybe something we sense.
Possibly.
But the curve of a gentle shore, though,
Right.
that brings to mind something rounded, perhaps arched.
You're right, that visual is very specific.
It is.
So we're looking for something that's curved,
Mm.
intangible,
Yeah.
and constantly present in a room.
Okay, and don't forget it holds no water
Yes.
and asks for more.
Holds no water, rules out anything liquid
Right.
or container-like,
Okay.
and asks for more suggests a longing, a desire for something
For something more.
beyond its immediate space.
So putting it all together,
Yeah.
something present in every room. intangible,
Yes.
curved,
Right.
with a desire for more.
It's all pointing to...
Wait a minute.
What is it?
I think I've got it.
What do you think it is?
The answer is a window.
There you go.
A window.
A window is present in most rooms.
Yeah.
Often curved.
Mm.
And while it doesn't hold water,
Right?
it offers a view
Of something more.
of something more. Exactly.
Ready for the next one?
Bring it on.
Okay, here we go. For the next puzzle.
In the kitchen, I'm often found.
With layers thin, I'm wrapped around.
A snack or a meal, I can be.
But without me, bread wouldn't be.
Let's unlock this mystery.
Okay, so in the kitchen, something thin and layered.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like parchment paper or foil initially.
Yeah, those were my first thoughts, too. But
Yeah.
remember, it can be a snack or meal.
Oh, right.
So that kind of rules out parchment paper.
Right.
Points us to something edible.
Okay, yeah.
Layered casserole.
Ooh, maybe.
Cakes have layers.
Yeah, they do, but
Yeah.
there's that last line. But without me, bread wouldn't be. That's got to be important.
Oh, good
It
point.
changes things. It has to be something in bread making.
An ingredient.
Yeah, an ingredient, something essential.
Thin layers.
Yeah.
Used in pastries. Sometimes used as a substitute for traditional bread dough. Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
You got it.
Phyllo dough.
Phyllo dough.
The answer is phyllo. That thin layered dough, that's used in all sorts of pastries, sometimes even as a bread substitute.
Ready for the next one?
Bring it on.
Okay, here we go. For the next puzzle. In twilight's hush, where shadows play.
A fragile form, yet strong as day.
It's broken once, but still it holds.
A delicate shape, with stories told.
What am I?
Let's unlock this mystery. Okay, so twilight's hush, where shadows play.
Yeah, it makes me think of something that, exists at the transition between day and night.
Yeah, like it emerges or becomes visible at that time.
Right. And then a fragile form, yet strong as day. It's like delicate but resilient.
Yeah, and strong as day might not be talking about physical strength, but rather something that endures, despite its fragility.
I see. Okay. What about it's broken once, but still it holds?
Well, that suggests to me a singular breaking point, like it's not shattered, but it changes, and yet it still retains its purpose.
Oh, interesting. And the last one, a delicate shape with stories told.
That seems to imply a familiar shape, something we all recognize, and that it has a history or a specific association.
Like it's been passed down through generations or something.
Exactly. Or maybe it represents a specific event or idea.
Okay, so let's put it all together. Something delicate emerges at twilight, breaks once, and holds a story. What could it be?
The answer is an eggshell.
There you go. An eggshell, so fragile, but it protects new life, and it often symbolizes new beginning. Ready for the next one?
Bring it on.
Okay, here we go. For the next puzzle.
In 3 forms, I'm found so free.
A shape for art, a symbol of me.
I hold the past, yet point to the new.
A story keeper, that's what I do.
Let's unlock this mystery.
Okay, so we've got something that exists in 3 forms. What could that be?
3 forms, huh? That's interesting. And it's connected to art and symbolism.
Yeah, that's a pretty broad range. It could be almost anything.
It really could.
But what about this idea of holding the past and pointing to the new?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, like maybe it's a bridge between time or something.
What bridge between time? Okay. And we can't forget it's a story keeper, so it definitely has something to do with preserving or conveying information.
3 forms. Art, stories. Could it be some kind of medium? Like a painting or a book?
Possibly. Or a structure, something that can be both physical and abstract.
Wait, I think I've got it. The answer is frame.
There you go. A frame can be a physical object, a concept, or a boundary in time, and they all hold stories and connect the past and present.
Ready for the next one?
Bring it on.
Okay, here we go. For the next puzzle.
In quiet halls, I have no voice.
Yet whispers echo with a soothing choice.
I hold the past, but not a tale.
A keeper of memories, without a fail.
Let's unlock this mystery.
Okay, so we're dealing with something silent, right? Found in quiet halls.
Yeah, and it gives you this sense of peace,
Right. Peaceful.
Yeah.
And it's got to be connected to past somehow, to memories, but not like a story.
No, not a story. More like it's preserving those memories.
Okay, so what preserves memories that doesn't tell a story? I mean, like photos do that, right?
Photos, yeah, but you don't usually find those in quiet halls, do you?
Yeah.
And they don't always make you feel peaceful.
True. What about like a time capsule? Those hold pieces of the past.
They do, but time capsules are about a specific moment in time. This riddle feels bigger, like it's talking about a whole collection of the past.
Okay, something vast, quiet. And it preserves memories. Could it be .archives?
The answer is archives.
There you go. Archives are those places that store all those old documents and artifacts, preserving the past. Ready for the next one?
Bring it on.
Okay, here we go. For the next puzzle.
In quiet strength I stand and sway.
A gentle grasp on life each day.
Without me, all would wither and fade.
Yet in my presence, growth is made.
What am I?
Let's unlock this mystery. Okay, so we've got something strong, but gentle, essential for life and growth.
Right, and tied to nature somehow. That swaying, the withering.
Could it be like sunlight? It's strong, obviously, big for growth, and yeah, plants wither without it.
Good thought, but sunlight's not exactly gentle, is it? That gentle grasp part.
True, true. What about water then? Definitely gentle. We need it to live. Plants shrivel up without it.
Getting warmer. Water's a great guess, but does it have that quiet strength the riddle's talking about?
You're right. Got to be something powerful and subtle.
Right.
What about nutrients? They're key for growth, and lack of them causes withering.
That's it. The answer is nutrients.
There you go. Nutrients are substances that provide nourishment essential for the growth and maintenance of life.
Wait, Zach.
Ready for the next one?
Bring it on.
Okay, here we go. For the next puzzle.
In twisted loops, I'm often found.
A symbol of love, yet sometimes bound.
I'm broken when worn, but still so fine. Let's unlock this mystery. Okay, in twisted loops, what comes to mind? Something flexible, right?
Yeah, definitely. Something that it can be bent and intertwined, like maybe woven or something,
Exactly. And it says it's often found, so this can't be something super rare or unusual. It's got to be pretty commonplace.
True, true. Okay, so something flexible, commonly found, and then symbol of love, yet sometimes bound. Interesting.
Yeah, so it's got this like duality to it, represents something positive like love and commitment, but then it can also be associated with restriction, maybe even feeling trapped potentially.
Ooh, okay, yeah, that's a good point. Definitely some contrasting ideas there. And then there's this line, broken when worn. What do you think?
Broken when worn. Well, it has to be something that's worn regularly, first of all, and something that can break down over time, like it gets weaker with use.
Right, right. So something durable, but ultimately fragile. Okay, then the last part. But still so fine. So even when it breaks, it's still considered valuable.
Absolutely. It's precious, despite its fragility. Okay, let's put it all together. What do we have? Something flexible and commonly found.
It's a symbol of love and commitment, but can also represent being bound or restricted.
And it can braid when worn, but it's still considered valuable.
I think I've got it. The answer is R-I-N-G.
There you go. A ring. Made of loops, often symbolizes love and commitment, can break over time, but remains a valuable item.
Ready for the next one?
Bring it on.
Okay, here we go. For the next puzzle.
Oh, I love a good mystery.
Okay, so
Hit me.
I'm often found in sweet delight.
In flavors rich, in colors bright.
But when I'm broken, I lose my zest.
What am
All right, let's unlock this mystery.
I? Okay.
Sweet delight makes me think of something enjoyable.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Probably a food.
Probably, right?
And then
Yeah.
flavors rich and colors bright.
Uh-huh.
That suggests variety and visual appeal.
For sure.
We're likely looking at something that comes in different flavors and has a visually appealing presentation.
I think that's right.
So visual and taste so far.
Right?
And the clue, but when I'm broken, I lose my zest.
Ooh, interesting.
That's an interesting one, right?
Yeah.
It implies that this thing is best enjoyed whole,
Makes sense.
not in pieces.
Right.
Putting it all together,
Yeah.
what comes to mind?
I think.
I think I got it.
Okay, what is it?
The answer is a cookie.
There you go. Cookies are known for their sweet flavors, vibrant colors, and are best enjoyed whole.
Exactly. Thank you for listening.